So as we are to consider question number 4, which is a continuation from the exercise 9 that we had, in this case, we are to solve for x. And looking into what we have, we need to compare our exponents 1 over 4 and 1 over 2. So 1 over 4 is actually smaller than 1 over 2. This is the least exponent. So we are going to write this in terms of what? 1 over 4. So this was simply going to be 2x to the exponent of 1 over 4. The least one is the one that you're going to put here. So that's 1 over 4 raised to the exponent of what? To give us this 1 over 2. So it is 1 over 4 times what? In order for us to obtain what? 1 over 2. So this is the question. So if you do not know, just divide by what? 1 over 4. But in our case here, it is what? A 2. As we do understand, 2 into 2 is 1. Into this one, it's a 2. So it's going to give us 1 over 2. Or simply divide by what? By 1 over 4 in order for you to know the number that you are going to use as your exponent. So the number that you're going to use dividing this was going to give us what? A 2. So this is the exponent that you're going to have. The rest remains as it is. So meaning to say we are going to have negative x to the exponent of 1 over 4 minus 3 equal to 0. Since this is a common term to be considered, therefore let us write this in terms of what? In terms of k. Just like that. So this is just a repetition of questions. You just have to work out as many as you can. So let us have k as what? X to the exponent of 1 over 4, meaning to say we are going to have this with the k, so it's 2k squared. All right, there's a square there. Minus this as what? As k. Minus 3, that's equal to 0. So you are back to solve for k, and that's our factorization. And also considering the x to the exponent of 1 over 4, it means the fourth root of what? The fourth root of x. The fourth root of x. So whatever x that you are going to have in our case, can it be positive? Can it be negative? The x that we can only have must be positive. We cannot determine the fourth root of what? The fourth root of a negative value. It does not exist. So in actual sense, our x to the exponent of 1 over 4 must be greater than 0. You're supposed to be talking about positive values only whenever we are to solve this, where that represents our k. So we are going to need k which is only greater than 0, positive values, not any negative. It does not exist for the fourth root. All right, so this is what you're going to have. Let us solve. I'm just going to factorize this one here. So using our cheat method, remember we said the constant term on k squared, you take it to the what? To the constant, the coefficient to the constant. So we multiply there. This is going to be k squared minus k minus what? 6. If you multiply 2 times negative 3, that's a negative 6. Then factorize, you are used to this part where the coefficient of k squared is 1. You are used to this. So you can simply factorize direct. This is k minus 6. What are the factors? Which you add up to a negative 1. All right, so factors of negative 6, we have got negative 6, positive 1, 6 and negative 1, negative 3 and 2, 3 and negative 2. So of these factors, the only part where we can add to obtain a negative 1 is on what? Negative 3 and positive 2. So those are the numbers, negative 3, positive 2. All right, so we are not done. Remember, we are factorizing something that was not our question. It is something that we had to create from this one. So how do we then factorize? We bring back the constant, the coefficient of what? Of k squared. This coefficient, multiply it on k, then factorize where possible. Factorize where possible. As we can see, the second bracket, 2 is common, so we can factor out 2. Then we're going to remain with k plus what? 2 into 2, that's a 1. This bracket, nothing is common, so just going to remain as it is 2k minus what? Minus 3. So the 2 that we factored out is not part of our question. It is that one that we've been multiply this, remove this, you see. So that one is not important. So these brackets represents the factorization of this part. So we are going to have k plus 1, or you can start with the 2k minus 3 bracket, all right? So this is 2k minus what? Minus 3. So just like that. So factorization, this one is in your hands. Remember, you can do this factorization in the way that you understand, actually. So just try to apply any way that you understand. But at the end, you must have these two brackets as they are. So k is equal to what? From the first one, -1. All right, so it's going to be negative. And this is positive, so it's going to be, right, this one is going to change to a positive. Then divide by what? By 2. 2k is equal to 3, divide by 2 by 2. So that's it. So remember, I was illustrating that k cannot be a negative since we are dealing with the fourth root. So whatever that we are having here as x to the exponent of 1 over 4, it cannot be equal to a negative. This cannot happen. All right, this cannot happen on this part. The fourth root, we are saying the fourth root of x to be equal to -1. This -1. From where? From which value of x? We are talking about what your calculator brings. You have your calculator, you put the value from your calculator, then you determine its fourth root to get a negative. That is what? Impossible. So already we have tested and referred this before. So meaning to say, guys, this cannot happen. So you're focusing on this part only to determine the value of what? Of x. What is the reciprocal of 1 over 4? That is a 4. So guys, same concept as before, to the exponent of what? 4. This is going to give us a 1. So x to the exponent of 1 is equal to 3 over 2. So that's 3 over 2 to the exponent of what? Or to the exponent of a 4. So that was going to give us 81 over 16. 81 over 16 as the only solution, not a positive one. Not a positive one. This cannot happen whenever we are given the fourth root. We must consider positive values only. So that's something also that you must take into consideration, because if you'll be checking your textbook, somehow you see that they have two solutions on this one. No, that cannot happen. It is supposed to be what? One solution to be considered. It's supposed to be what? One solution.